Hello. Thanks for coming to Power Flow Yoga today. If you saw the post that was up earlier, you'll know that this class is going to be kind of dedicated to planks and planes. So the reason we're dedicating to planks and planes is because when we are balancing in Warrior 3 or in airplane or in standing T, oftentimes we completely forget that what we're doing with our torso is virtually the same thing that we're doing when we're planking. And so we're having a nice tight core and building that strength up. It'll help us balance a lot. So we're going to do a few planks. We're going to do a few planes and utilize what we learned. And we're also going to learn a new move called Sun God, which is a fun one. It's a nice leg strengthener, big hip opener, things like that. So disclaimer, make sure that you absolutely avoid any pain or any sharpness. You do not push yourself in this class to the point that you feel any of those things happening. If you're losing your balance, you do need to come out just a little bit, come back more slowly. Make sure that for any type of power flow class that you have seen a physician and they have kind of signed off that you're okay to do these type of workouts. Because while it is yoga, it is still an exercise. It's still sport. So hopefully everything's all right with that. If you have a blanket nearby, that could be really nice at the end of class for when we go into our half pigeon pose. If you have any blocks nearby, that might be really great as well. So now that that's all out of the way, so let's just come into a couple of breathing techniques before we get into child's pose to start. So just come into a cross-legged seated position, hands on knees, and bring your rib cage comfortably up. Breathe through your nose. We're only going to be here for a couple minutes, but just want to take that time to really check in, start slowing down the breath. Maybe it's breathing in a bit more as well. Maybe it's elongating the breath a bit more. You want to get to a place where your breathing becomes constant and in a similar fashion. So what that means is that you're keeping a big full inhale, filling up to the lungs and the chest. And the exhale, the chest comes down and the belly comes in. And you're breathing fully, you're breathing freely. This is the very beginning of benefits that come from power vinyasa classes, is that if you can keep this very beautiful full inhale, lovely full exhale, even though your body is going through these more difficult positions and the heart is starting to race and the muscles are getting worked out, if you can keep that beautiful breath, you're quite literally teaching your nervous system to stay stable and to stay chilled when things get a little bit hectic around you. So try to have that same full inhale, full exhale throughout entire class today. There is another type of breath, which is called Ujjayi breathing. And that is where you make a sound at the back of your throat on the exhale, like this. Kind of like you're fogging up a mirror. It can sound really ridiculous. It can kind of even sound like you're a rhinoceros or something, like about to charge. And maybe in a way that's what it's like. But what that breathing is it's constricting the amount of air that's coming out. And that little bit of stimulus in the back of the throat is bringing your awareness and your attention back into the moment and back into your body. So if you're noticing your breath becomes choppy and kind of like very hurried and you've lost control of the breath, and remember, loss of control of the breath means loss of control of the nervous system. So try to come into that Ujjayi breathing that It can really bring you right back in. And maybe you keep the Ujjayi breath throughout the practice. Maybe you let it go and come back into that natural big full breath. Either one that works, just try to keep with it. If you're holding your breath and it still becomes choppy, well, then maybe it's okay to back out of the pose. Okay, we want the nervous system intact above all things. So let's go get right into it. Come to a child's pose at the back of your mat. Toes touch, knees comfortably wide. We're going to be moving a lot, so for me, I'm putting on a nice little fun music for myself. Maybe you did that as well. So first, let everything kind of settle down. Press the palms fully into the mat. Push your hips slightly back. Let your forearms come off the mat. Palms are slightly tilted or turned towards each other. You want to feel this a little bit of engagement of the upper back here. And we'll do one big sigh together before we move out. Big inhale through your nose. Big sigh out. Good. Actually, before we move out, lock this position and know that child's pose is the position that you need to come into. If you ever feel like we've gone too far and you just need a break, come back here. All right, let's go ahead and slowly make your way up to a tabletop position first. Palms beneath the shoulders, knees are hip width distance apart. Neutral spine, and see if you know what that is. So a neutral spine means that the spine is nice and long. It's taking the curve out to a degree, so you're not bringing the belly down and arching the low back, nor are you holding it in, which usually means there's a mild level of abdominal engagement. Okay, so from here, I want to feel your palms fully pressing into the mat and the fingers splayed out, so they're kind of wide apart, and the fingers are also kind of pressing in, okay? Now I want you to push into the mat just a little bit and feel your body almost naturally lift a bit. We're going to use that buoyancy, that lifting sensation when we press into the ground several times today. And let's do our cat-cows. Inhale, belly drop, shoulders back, look up. Exhale, curl it in, chin to chest. Tuck the pelvis in, keep going. Inhale, belly drops, look up. Exhale, curl it in, chin to chest. 2 more. One more, make it your fuller expression. Come into a neutral spine. Good. Flip over each palm one at a time and just press the top of the palm into the mat, opening up the wrist. And switch sides. Okay. And we're going to come right into a low plank. We're already starting. So forearms on the ground, feet come back, knees off the mat. So your forearms can you can interlace your fingers if you want. You can bring your palms like they're pressing down into the mat, whatever you need. But I want you to focus on your abs here. So I want you to engage your ab and kind of tuck your pelvis in just a little bit. If you're shaking, it's okay. Stay nice and strong. Big inhale. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Flip over the feet. Bring your palms further forward and come to Sphinx pose. So you're pushing your palms into the mat, lifting the chest up for a nice back bend. Great. So now come down on the forearms. And from here, we're going to make our way into a downward dog. So toes tuck in. First, come to a low plank. So you pick up the body, low plank. Then bring the palms to the mat into high plank. And then back into downward dog. Pedal out the feet, one heel at a time. This is a calf stretch. Make it feel good. Don't force anything. As you do this, actually keep pedaling each heel down to the ground. Think about your pelvis and your hips. Can you sense that the pelvis is kind of twisting or the hips are hiking left to right? Good. On the next inhale, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, come to the top in a forward fold. Feet together. And bring both hands to the elbows in ragdoll position and let your head just gently fall. Maybe you sway your elbows left to right. We're moving a bit slow, don't worry, but we're going to pick it up. We just always want to introduce movement, to introduce things to the body first. Let go of either elbow, bend the knees. Very slowly come up to standing in mountain position. Hips forward, shoulders back, palms forward. Inhale, reach the palms up to tall mountain. Stay for 3 breaths. Pull at the kneecap, so engage your thighs here. Bring the hips slightly forward. Feel broad across the chest. One more inhale. Exhale the hands into prayer position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, so you flatten your spine. Stay for 2 breaths. Flat spine from the tip of the head down to the tailbone. Shoulders are slightly back. You're trying to push your head forward. Hands on shins. One more inhale. Exhale carries you to a high plank. Stay here. So utilize what we did before. You're pushing into the mat, actively pushing it away. So a great visualization here is if the mat is like a wall in front of you, if you were standing, and you're pushing against that wall. Engage your abs a bit. Tuck the pelvis in slightly. Heels on top of toes. So for this chaturanga, we're going to come into cobra. So big inhale where you are. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Keep the elbows by the rib cage. Flip the feet over. Press the tops of the feet into the mat and inhale, chest up for cobra. Exhale down. Tuck the toes underneath. Inhale to a high plank first. And exhale back into a downward dog. Big inhale. Sigh it out. Next sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, come to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Inhale, reach up to tall mountain. Hips forward, pull up the kneecaps. Exhale, hands into prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten the spine. And this time, a long exhale to low plank. Keep those elbows by the rib cage. Big inhale, flip over the feet. Just bring up the chest for upward dog. And on the exhale, you come back to downward dog. Stay here for a couple breaths in down dog. So there's a key part of the transition. between upward dog and downward dog. And that is the core strength. So when we come from upward dog to down dog, I want you to tuck the pelvis in a bit. And I want you to feel your abs flexing. As we go to the next sun salutation, I'll let you know when it happens. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, come to the top, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale into prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to low plank. It's a long exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, embrace your abs. Tuck them into downward dog. Feel the curl in the base of the body. Big inhale. Sigh it out. Okay, so the next sun salutation is a 5-breath challenge. So we're going to do all the same moves, exactly the same. But I'm sorry, 5-second challenge. So each breath, each inhale and each exhale, I want to last about 5 seconds. Okay? So big inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, come to the top in a forward fold. Take 5 seconds to do it. A 5-second exhale. Inhale to tall mountain. Exhale into prayer. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And down dog. Big inhale. Just let it go. Okay, just because we're having fun. We're going to do that same thing one more time, but we're going to go for 7 seconds. So it's not holding the pose for 7 seconds. It's the transition. So vinyasa is a one breath, one movement. It's meant to be constantly going. And I want you to do each transition by 7 seconds. So inhale for 7 seconds, bend the knees. And exhale, forward fold to the top of the mat. Inhale up to tall mountain. Exhale into prayer. Articulate every movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to low plank. 7 seconds here. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward dog. Good. Big inhale. Sigh it out. Good Lord. Inhale, reach the right leg up for 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hug that right knee as high as it can go. Stay for a moment. Inhale back into 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot, right palm. And make your way into crescent warrior. Palms come forward and out. Settle in. So, tall sensation. Shoulders on top of the pelvis. Pelvis squared towards the front. Right foot rooting into the ground. Right knee directly over right heel, not past. Keep your breath. Good. Big inhale. Exhale, open up into warrior two to the left. Same thing here. You're pushing in both feet into the ground. Engage your abs, core tight. Keep your breath. Now from here, we're going to move into 5-pointed star. So you're just going to inhale, heels in, toes out, palms up. So 5-point God, you're going to take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees out left to right. Palms come straight out like you're holding something. Stay here. So in Sun God, it's a squat. Hips are coming forward. Take a look at your knees and make sure that they're pointing the same direction as the toes. So hip, knee, toe, hip, knee, toe. If you need to adjust a bit, adjust a bit. Engage your abs again. Tall spine, so we're still hugging it in. Come inhale to 5-pointed star, straighten the legs, reach up. And exhale back into Sun God. 2 more just like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stay in Sun God. Inhale here in Sun God. And exhale back into warrior two towards the front. So palms face towards the ground. Right knee bends, left leg straighten. It's just a pivoting on the heels between those two poses. So let's do it again. Go back into Sun God. Inhale, palms up, right toes in, left heel comes in, and then exhale into Sun God. And then inhale to 5-pointed star. Exhale back into warrior two. Let's just get that little fluidity down here one more time. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, Sun God. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Okay, good. So big inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to sensation. You're hopefully feeling a stretch on the right hip flexor or the right glute area. Big inhale. Exhale, bring the right palm down to the right side of the right foot. You're in a runner's lunge. So we're building up our flow tonight. And from here, we're going to come into airplane lunge. So embrace your abs. So flex your abs. Pelvis tilts in like you're planking. And on the next inhale, lift the arms and chest slightly up, airplane lunge. And then on the next inhale, you're just going to launch into full airplane. Stay here. So hopefully this feels like a bit of relief from so much bending of the right leg. Keep the left hip down next to the right. Engage your abs. So think about planking in your core. In fact, the whole spine and upper body is just like planking. Good. And from here, we're going to come into a standing split. So just inhale where you are. Exhale, both palms down to the floor. Bring the left leg high. Good. And one more inhale. Exhale, left foot down to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time, we're going to transition to a high plank by jumping back. So in halfway lift, stay there. Inhale. Exhale, bring both palms down. And if you have the strength, you can try jumping back to high plank. And then down or low plank and up dog. Back to downward dog. So whenever we do a chaturanga, and we're coming into low plank, you can always jump to it, or high plank, as long as your feet can land relatively quietly. Take a couple more breaths here. I know I teach this class a lot, and I've taught a lot of students, and a lot of people will try jumping back, and they thunk their feet everywhere, and they're actually doing more injury to their body. So make sure you can do it in a decently graceful way. All right, left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hike that knee as high as you can get. Curl the abs in. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot, left palm. Good. Now, embrace your abs here. Inhale, palms come up, crescent warrior. Settle in here. So arms are reaching up and slightly wide, like they're kind of holding a globe. Pelvis towards the front. There's a decent chance the left hip might have to come back a bit. If you can curve the pelvis in by embracing the abs, you'll probably feel a deeper stretch on the right thigh. Check in with that left knee. Make sure it's right above the left heel, not past. Big inhale, and the transition opens you up into warrior two. Settle here. So even here, try pressing the feet into the mat. Pelvis tucking in, all the same stuff. Shoulders on top of the hips. Looking over the front palm. Ribs are facing towards the right. Okay, and from here, we're coming into five-pointed star towards the right. So an inhale, reach up, stay here. So when we transition from warrior two on the left side to five-pointed star, the left foot just pivots on the heel and the toes come towards the right, and the right foot pivots on the heel and the toes go out. It's a bit of a weird transition, but you'll get it. All right, let's do sun god. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, squat, palms come out like they're holding something. Stay here for a couple breaths. Again, abs need to be super engaged here. External hip flexors are super engaged, pulling the knees out. Inhale, reach up, five-pointed star. Exhale into sun god. Keep going. Inhale, reach up, five-pointed. Exhale, sun god. Inhale up. Exhale, sun god. Last time, just inhale, come up, and then exhale back into warrior two towards the front. So let's try that transition just a few times between warrior two and five-pointed star. Inhale, five-pointed star to the right. Exhale, warrior two, look towards the front. One more time, inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two towards the front. Good. Inhale, reach the left hand up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the right side of the left foot. Come on to the right toes. And carry your twists with the left palm coming up. Same idea here. Left foot is grounding down. You're not just dumping your weight into your hips here. Also, for the last couple breaths, take a look at your back leg. What's going on with that right knee and right foot? Is it still facing towards the top of the mat? Is the right heel still on top of the right toe? Inhale. Exhale, left palm down to the left side of the left foot. Engage your abs. Okay. Push into the left foot. And then with the abs engaged, come up into your airplane lunge. Okay, and if you don't want to come into airplane, full airplane, you can stay right here. If you're ready to come with me, then launch off, straighten the left leg. Engage that core. Bring that right hip down to be level with the left. So it's almost like the pelvis is facing the floor. Couple more breaths. And standing splits, palms come down, bring the right leg high to the sky. Good, one more inhale. Exhale the right foot down to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into downward dog. Big inhale. Sigh it out. All right, we're ready to do that as a flow. So we're going to move through all those poses in a semi-fluid fashion. We're not going to hold much too long. We're not going to do a whole bunch of sun gods. And if you can't match breath to movement, that's fine, as long as you keep your breath steady. It's more important than anything else in this. And let's go. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, right foot to right palm. Inhale, crescent warrior. Sweating. Exhale, open it up into warrior two towards the left. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale into your sun god. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale into warrior two towards the front. Inhale, reverse your warrior, so the right palm up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the left side of the right foot. Inhale, the right palm up for your twist. Exhale, the right palm down. Inhale into airplane lunge. Exhale, stay. Inhale, launch into full airplane. Exhale, stay. Big inhale. Exhale, both palms down. Bring the left leg high. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Big inhale. Sigh it out. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more limber. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left foot, left palm. Inhale, reach up to crescent warrior. Exhale, warrior two to the right. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, sun god for your squat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two towards the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the right side of the foot. Come onto the toes of the right foot as you reach your left hand up, warrior twist. And exhale, the left palm down. Inhale to airplane lunge. Exhale, say. Inhale, launch. Exhale, stay. Inhale here. Exhale, both palms down to the mat. Reach the right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Okay, we're going to do that one more time on each side. So in that sequence, we held a couple poses just for about an extra breath. This time we're not. We're just going to move at each inhale and each exhale. Let's go. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot, right palm. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, sun god. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse to warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, right palm opens up for your twist. Exhale, right palm down. Inhale into airplane. Exhale, full airplane. Inhale, palms down, left leg up. Exhale, left foot down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And downward dog. Keep it going. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot, left palm. Hopefully this start to feel like a dance. Inhale, reach the palms up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, 5-pointed. Exhale, warrior two. Oh no, sorry, sun god. Whew. Inhale, 5-pointed. Now exhale, warrior two. I almost was cheating. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the right side of the foot. Inhale, left leg or left arm up. Exhale, left palm down. Inhale, airplane lunge. Exhale, full airplane. Inhale, both palms to the mat, right leg up, standing splits. Exhale, the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, side out. One more time each side because we got the time. Inhale, right leg up. You can do this. Exhale, right foot, right palm. Use those abs. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, 5-pointed. I almost forgot. Exhale, sun god. Inhale, 5-pointed. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Inhale for your twist. Reach up. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale, airplane lunge. Exhale into airplane. Inhale to standing splits. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into downward dog. One more side. Keep going. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, left foot. Almost through. Inhale, reach it up. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale to 5-pointed. Exhale into sun god. Inhale to 5-pointed. Warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Inhale, left palm reaches, get high. Exhale, left palm down. Inhale, airplane lunge. Exhale, lift off. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into low plank and stay there. Stay here. Engage your abs. Let it shake. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale, low plank. Stay here. Inhale, a high plank. Exhale, low plank. Keep those abs engaged. You learn how to control your core and breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down to the mat, all the way down. Good. Flip over the feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Good. Bring both arms forward. Come back into Sphinx pose, where you're just bringing up the back. Or, sorry, you're arching the back. Keep your breath. And because I said planks and planes, we did a lot of planes there. But we're also, an ab class wouldn't be complete without dolphin. All right, forearms down to the mat. Toes tuck under. Come into a low plank first with your forearms down. Stay here. Engage your abs. And what you want to do is you're going to get this curling in sensation from your stomach as you send your hips high. And then begin to walk your feet towards your elbows. Not as far as they can possibly go. You can bend the knees a bit. Push the forearms into the floor. Engage your core. 3 more breaths. Good, and bring the knees down to the mat. Roll back onto your heels into hero's pose with toes tucked under. Bring the hands to prayer. How quickly can you slow down the breath but still keep it full? Good, and come forward, tap out the toes. Okay, come into a high plank. Don't worry, we're not going to stay there forever. And come into a downward dog. Take one inhale here. Big sigh out. Okay. So we have a kind of a deep hip opener here. It's also a power class, so it's going to be full on. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, right foot to right palm. Left foot comes down to the ground at an angle. Inhale, reach the palms up. Settle here. So this is warrior one pose. We don't do it too often. The only difference between warrior one and crescent is that warrior one, the whole back foot is on the ground. There are some other differences too, but it's not important right now. Okay, big inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your low back. And yes, we are coming into humble warrior. So inhale, roll the shoulder blades back, arch the spine, bring the sternum up. And on an exhale, bring your chest down to the left side of the right knee. So there's a lot to consider here. Your palms are going towards the ceiling. Your upper trapezius muscle is flexing. Your head is relaxed. Your neck is doing nothing. It's super lazy, just chilling. Head is dangling. And you try to keep your legs still in line with warrior one. So you're not letting your hips fly out to the right. Maybe you move the rib cage slightly left so it can fall a bit further. Big inhale. Exhale the palms to the base of the spine first. Let them come in front of you. Feel that blood rush into the palms and the arms. Now from here, we're going to come into full lizard. So your right palm goes behind your right heel. Okay? And then on right palm on top of the right foot. Now you pause wherever you need to pause. But you can try to get your right shoulder underneath your right thigh. I can't do it. I can get close. And then if that left hand, if balance is with you and you feel safe, the left hand can come on top of the right, which is on top of the right foot. Trying to let your chest melt down. Good. Slowly unwind. Bring both palms to the mat. Straighten your right foot. Bring the left foot in by about a foot. And you're going to bow forward towards the right leg. This is also known as pyramid pose. Okay, and from here, bend the right knee, make your way back into a high plank. Stay here for 4 breaths. Hike up the kneecap so your thighs are still engaged, your core is engaged, your breath is good. And we're gonna do a chaturanga series. Inhale, exhale to low plank, elbows hug the rib cage. Inhale, up dog, flip over the feet. And down dog. Big inhale, side out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to left palm. Right foot down to the ground at an angle. Inhale up to warrior 1. Settle in. So try to press down the pinky toe side edge of the back foot a little bit. Maybe the left hip can come back a little bit to square the pelvis towards the front. Feel comfortable from the waist up. A lot of experiences here, but it's mostly in the legs. Big inhale. Interlace the palms behind your back. Switch the interlace. So it's not your normal interlace, but you pick up the fingers and you move them down 1 step. It should feel a little uncomfortable. Roll the shoulder blades back. Inhale, arch the spine. Bring the rib cage up. Exhale, bow forward. Humble warrior. So don't be lazy with your trapezius, your upper back. Flex a little bit, let the shoulder blades try to kiss each other as the palms go up. Let your head relax. Neck is super loose. 1 more inhale. Exhale the hands to the base of the spine first. Then let them come in front of you. Feel the blood rush back in. Then take the left palm, go behind the left heel. Left palm on top of the left foot. And if you feel comfortable trying to guide the left shoulder underneath the left thigh, give it a go. You can stay here, or maybe right palm on top of left palm, which is on top of the left foot, and you let everything drop. Keep your breath. Good. Slowly unwind. Slowly come into a high plank. Stay here, 5 breaths. So for some of us out there, this might actually feel a bit easier now because the body is warmed up and we're not just kind of using whatever muscles have been currently working, but now the whole body is really strong, enlivened by the blood activity. 1 more inhale. Exhale, low plank. You can do it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, side out. Okay, so from here, we're just going to take a big inhale. 1 more big sigh. And now walk your feet only about half a foot close to the palms. Pick up the right hand, try to grab the left shin. Engage your core, so you're curling in your core, and try to bring your, your head and your body underneath your left arm. And switch sides. This is the last bit of awful intensity, so we're almost done. Good. And bring the knees down to the mat. Cross the feet, roll back into a seated position. Good, and then bring the feet in front of you. Come to about halfway on the mat. Good, and we're just gonna do a couple boats before we come into Shavasana. I decided that the humble warrior was doing enough for the hips, so we don't need to do half pigeon. So in boat pose, bring the knees together, palms up. We know all about core here. Big inhale. Exhale. Balance on the pelvis. Bring the legs up. Squeeze the knees together. Now, just because it's sunny now and I feel like moving a bit more, keep your left knee bent. Your left shin is parallel with the ground. And I want you to kick your right heel straight out, like your right leg is almost touching the ground. And then bring it back up to meet the left. And then kick the left heel out. Whew. And bring it back up. One more time each side. So you're not touching the ground unless you need to. Feel your leg or your abs shake. One more inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Stay here for a few breaths. Let everything melt, settle. Let the exhale really take you down. So in this Shavasana, I want you to feel that on the inhale, there's an expansion that goes all directions, like a balloon filling up. And on the exhale, you feel a pressing down from the surface to the floor. So it's kind of like inhale, filling up a balloon. Exhale, pressing the balloon down. Okay, so before we get out of this pose, I'd like you to try a hum. It's the first time we've done it in this class, but I do bring it into my other classes. A hum just sends a nice vibration throughout the whole system. It helps slow down the breath a bit more. And it helps you kind of understand the interconnectivity of the body. So it's the entire exhale. And as you hum, I just want you to explore how far in the body can you feel this vibration? Can you feel it in your shins, your toes, your nose? Just explore all the places that you can map it out. And we'll do it together. Big inhale through your nose, fill it up. Good. And when you're done, big inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale your palms up. Exhale them behind you. Roll over to a laying fetal position on any side. Take a few breaths of appreciation here for whatever you feel like needs it or wants it. Very slowly make your way to a cross-legged seated position in the most lazy, haphazard way you can. Maybe you keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to prayer. And take 3 breaths here just through the nose and just feel how different the body is. How different the mind is. How different the emotions might be from when you started the class. And we'll end class on a sigh, big inhale. Sigh it out. And then inhale for a bow, thumbs come up to the forehead. Exhale, bow. Namaste. All right, well done, everyone. I really liked that one. I felt good in that. Hopefully you felt similar. If you didn't, that's okay. A couple little things to go over. If in Shavasana, we're laying on our back, if you felt low back pain or low back, like really intense to where it's uncomfortable to lay down, that is something to watch out for. So what that often means is that we're arching the spine too much. You're arching the low back too much and the pelvis is tilting away, most likely in the warrior positions. It's very common. I see a lot of senior teachers do this. There's a lot of over flexing because it just feels like we're getting so big, but it is a problem. It hurts the back. It's not doing any good. So if that is a constant problem for you, be very mindful of engaging the abs and tilting the pelvis in. If it's difficult to understand what tilting the pelvis even means, and for me, I didn't know what that meant for about 4 years of practicing yoga. It took a while for me to really understand it. And I only figured it out by learning from another teacher, observing me and kind of guiding me through it. So if it's hard for you to isolate the pelvis, I do recommend looking at the gentle yoga or the restorative yoga classes. The restorative ones, the previous ones are on the website now, as some of the gentle ones as well. They're on the same page, they're just further down. A lot of those go over pelvic movement and a lot of somatic movement, which helps target that. Lastly, these are all donation-based classes, so if you could donate, that'd be great. If you can't, that's absolutely fine as well. You can also just share, comment, do all those things. I do have a survey up on the Facebook page. Please fill that out if you haven't. It'd be very helpful. And the last thing, I'm teaming up with Downward Dog. I don't know. It's a charity for animals during this time in animal shelters that have had to close their doors, and they could see a lot of animals not getting adopted, and there's an issue with that. So I'm teaming up with them to do a fundraising class, also in support of Emer Gannon, who is going to be headlining some of that stuff as well. So look out for that. All the donations will go towards them. And that's it. Yeah, thank you very much for coming. And I hope you go have a good dinner because I'm flat out, as you can see.